Yeah, absolutely. And these players are already ready to go. There are 3 Bobvars in this layout. We got Walshy with Bobvar and Luna and Pugsy with Bobvar. And then we have Hardy with the Magyar we kind of know them for. So we're going to round 1. Let's see how things turn around here.
Yeah, so, I mean, the 3 Bobvars, dude. I never actually thought I'd see this in my timeline, winning. But here we are. I mean, it is what it is. Hey, you do what you gotta do to win, okay? I ain't knocking nobody. But we're gonna see what happens here. Pugsy and Luna have actually taken a lot of damage so far. Walshy showing that he's better, at least right now, and Hardy MJ also providing the damage himself. Yeah, now they're in a very weird situation now, where everyone's taking damage, and it's just kind of how it goes. I think,
yeah.
I mean, that happened. Oh my gosh, that was a very good interrupt from Hardy MJ. He gets the dodge behind him, and he is able to cleanly punish him, and punish Luna, I should say, and I will give him the kill right there.
Absolutely. And right now, I mean, we only see Pugsy still on their first stock. A lot of exchanging going back and forth. And like we were bringing up Bobverse earlier, this is a match I would see in EU. I'm not used to seeing this in North America, where so many Bobverse coming into play. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, I've seen Java, a little Captain Hydro, and a couple 2v2 events here and there, but it's nothing like in EU. But right now,
yeah, I mean,
who else? What other regions tend to use Bobver like that? Oh! Pugsy and Walshy losing a stock there. Pugsy finally losing their first, but Walshy is on their last. So they have to be careful here going forward.
I mean, this is kind of how Twos has been for a while. And I think EU was a little bit ahead of it than NA was, actually, looking back at it, because, like, I remember seeing a lot of this kind of happening with, like, Hammer and Axe stuff going on in EU. And now kind of NA is realizing, like, you know, heavy weapons, you know. You're seeing a lot of these in Twos. I mean, it's kind of always been there in Twos, right? But it's being embraced more and more now with the way that the game has kind of progressed. And you're seeing that very much so in how what we see. I mean, I can't even count the times we've seen Hammer, Axe. I mean, I think the fact there's 3 Bobvars in this game kind of speaks to the state that they're in right now. And we say that Hardy and Walshy will go down. Pretty tame game compared to what we've seen before. Pretty good game from both players, or all 4 players. But yeah, I mean, 757 damage from Pugsy, however. That's huge. That's very, very big. That's very, very large discrepancy from the first and second highest damage chart. So yeah, they have to find an answer to that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe choosing a map. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the platforms might be a choice for them. Maybe trying to change their original platform or the original map to include or remove platforms where they had based off their first one. But same characters, and it's the same goddamn skin for the Bobvar. It's the collector's edition, which is like, okay, but holy crap.
Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know?
I guess so. Oh my goodness. But I mean, right now things are starting off very aggressive. A lot of these players they're not like sticking it back and letting the players like put all their mental energy into it. They're all going into it with their mental energy. They don't give 2 shits about it. But right now, I can't imagine the mindset these players have going into a loser's final of this tournament and still wrecking butt. Like the amount of like drain they probably have, because they've been playing for hours now. Probably insane. But I mean, right now it is getting pretty close right now. It would be interesting to see if Hardy can get this knockout. There we go. If Hardy knocks out Luna's first stock, very nice job. But we'll see if there's going to be a counter for that. Pugsy missing that ground pound. That was risky. That Hammer recovery coming out of Walshy, knocking out Pugsy's first stock as well. So red team now with the lead.
Yeah, and I like what you were saying earlier about the fact that Hardy MJ might be going all in on Greatsword, but he does get punished by Luna. And again, it's one of those things, right? You sometimes feeling yourself so much, you're getting into the strings, everything, that you sometimes miss the situation that you're in, and it doesn't look obvious to you, but to the other person, it's like, this is a free punish, and you just take it. So that's kind of what happens. But it's interesting that you bring that up. You got kind of ties in, right? Some of these things maybe you wouldn't see earlier in the tournament. I mean, because it's very much a real thing. Walshy coming in there with the ground pound. Hardy MJ also coming in with the ground or the weapon throw. reading that Pugsy was going to go in, and also just the fact that Hammer's such a long weapon. But again, the way that these guys are playing, I mean, it does take a mental toll on you. I mean, you have to think, these guys have been playing, like you said, for hours and hours on end. So, you know, mentally speaking, they have to stay as pristine, as top-notch as possible. That was very good from Luna. Very, very good read. But will it be enough? I mean, Walshy has 2 stocks. Hardy just lost his 2nd stock. So they'll have to do a lot of clutching up if they want to stay in this game and they want to stay in the set and not get tied up 1-1.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, red team's they had a really like 3-stock lead at one point. We'll have to see if they're able to keep it up. But right now, I mean, Luna and Pugsy are starting to go a little bit in. Hardy MJ with that knockout. And then it looks like Luna knocks out Walshy as well off that ceiling. The red team coming in with a 2-piece combo, trying to get that recovery knockout, but unable to do so. Now Luna's got to deal with this 2v1 scenario. We're used to seeing Pugsy do that, right? I mean, yeah, we'll see, but Walshy coming in.
That's a nice follow.
Yeah, Walshy with that falling cider knockout onto Luna. And now it's 1-on-1 between both these teams.
Yeah, I mean, they did try to go for that combo there. I personally wish they would have just gone for the kill confirm right there, the DC, or sorry, the D-Light Sayer, instead of going for the combo. Just to get it done and over with. But again, you don't know these things till after they happen. So hard to be like, that was the wrong play when clearly it didn't work, right? That's just results-based analysis. But it's 1 game apiece, and I'd say that's pretty par for the course. I mean, like you said, these are, you know, number 2, number 3 seeds, so I don't necessarily think that this is an unexpected result, so to speak. I think both of these guys have a game under their belt, so it essentially turns into a best of 3. Whoever wins the next 2 games out of the next 3 will win and will have a chance to redeem themselves in the grand final.
Yeah, and one thing we gotta bring up as well, that second round, Hardy MJ's control with Greatsword was a lot better. I think Walshy was leading him into a lot more team combos. They needed to land a lot more of that. That's how they won the last round. That's how they got that 3-stock lead in the beginning of the second round. So if they can keep that up, because Pugsy and Luna are coming back, they came back pretty decently far with that disadvantage. It's very hard to come back from 1 stock, let alone 3. So I think if Walshy and Hardy really focus on that, it'll be amazing, but they cannot give their platform control up to Luna or Pugsy, and you can see that they're starting to do it a little bit for punishes, but right now, there we go, Hardy MJ with the knockout there onto Pugsy. And then we might have
Yeah, Hardy got saved there by Walshy, but Hardy MJ and Walshy coming in with the combination. That's what we've been wanting to see, and they're finally doing it. They're getting that groove. They're peaking, I think, at just the right time, and I hope Pugsy and Luna have a response to this. I mean, sure, it's a very small lead, but I mean, it's a lead nonetheless. And Hardy MJ, I mean, I also love seeing, you know, great sword players, you know, do great sword things when they're good with them. It's so, you know, it's so beautiful to see. It's just so satisfying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, there we go. Luna getting the knockout there on Hardy MJ. But yeah, you're right. I think Greatsword is definitely a lot more of like, a lot better in regards with like looking at the actual combo. It's a lot more fun to actually watch with Greatsword combos being involved. But they're also a pain in the butt to get out of. If it's like a 3-piece that's light attack based. But we'll see. But right now, there we go
with the read again.
Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of the knockouts there by Hardy with the Greatsword. But yeah, I mean, right now, and this is because red team's really leading into these different type of combos. That's why I think it's also because Hardy MJ is landing a lot of these late combos, which is insane. But now you can see blue team starting to come back here a little bit, and you have to be careful.
Hardy was going, I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to look for something, and then he just ended up getting hit with the N-Sig there. So I think it would have been better for him to just not be there at all. But I mean, he doesn't get the kill there. Pugsy is also dangerously low on health. But again, I mean, they're both on 1 stock apiece. But it seems like they're going to try and kill Pugsy off first. I think that's the correct play. Oh, that's actually a little bit of anti-synergy there. Going for the kill and accidentally getting saved from that. So Pugsy, I guess, a bit of luck there on the side of Pugsy, but they still want to try and kill him. They want to try and make sure they only have one person to deal with. Pugsy's got to play pretty patiently, pretty carefully to not die, and he does turn it around on the Walshy, and this is why they wanted to kill him early. Hardy MJ needs to find something, and he needs to do it quick, because those are 2 hammers, and they look very, very hungry for a kill right now. A Stomp Sair or a Neutral Air look very nice right now, and they are trying to do everything they can to get the kill. Hardy MJ uses his dodge. He's going to try and come back to the ledge, but he cannot do it, and they fumble the bag. They caught the ball in the end zone, but they fumbled it. And now it is 2-1 to Pugsy and Luna.
I like how...
And we're going to a game 4.
I think it's funny because you're bringing it up about like the way that they're using the hammers and stuff. And I don't know why I thought of it, but I almost thought of it like Hungry Hungry Hippos, where they're trying to knock with the hammers, trying to knock like the opposing player to their ledge so they can get them. I have no idea why I thought that, but it kind of looked like it a little bit based on the gameplay. But we're now going to round 4. Still the same characters, man. I mean, we'll see. I think Red Team needs a lot more team gameplay. They have to. I mean, it's also coming down to the platform control. Luna and Pugsy are like adapting so well that it's so difficult to land these style of combos. And we'll have to see. I mean, Hardy was popping off the first couple rounds. I think if they're able to do that, they'll go to game 5, 100%. And this is losers final. The winner of this could decide if Luna and Pugsy will go into grands or if they're going to game 5.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, for what it's worth, I do think that Hardy and Walshy were doing pretty decently in the team front. I think they were getting a pretty good team front. I think when it just came down to it, I think the pressure may have been a bit much, and that is just a really interesting decision. I don't know why that happened. Hardy was very close to potentially getting a kill with that greatsword string, and Walshy comes in to throw the weapon to interrupt it all. I don't really agree with that option. And it turns out it gets turned around on them, so now they're both at 5 stocks apiece. But that aside, I think their team play has been better this set than it has been in any of the past ones, but they do need to work on, I guess, just closing it out carefully. You don't have to push, you don't have to overexert, you're already ahead, you've already done the work, so you just need to relish in the fact that your reward is you don't have to overcommit to get these kills, you don't have to overthink the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're now going into 2 stocks all here. And Walshy and Luna are kind of very low on those second stocks. They have to be careful. That might be something that Hardy can punish with his greatsword. I don't know. Maybe that might be an option. Well, we tried doing it, but Pugsy saved the day. He came in to save it a little bit. And then we have... Oh, there's going to be a team combo! What in the heck? They knocked though, by the way. I should have knocked.
Yeah, it might have should have knocked him out, but I mean, going back even further, I mean, that was just a very aggressive option from Hardy MJ. I think he thought that he was gonna get the hit in, but if you missed that ground pound on sword, you were in for a rude awakening, and Pugsy and Luna punished that perfectly, and they nearly not. If that was a character with any less events, I'm pretty sure they're dead there. So Hardy MJ was kind of saved by his defense, but that was a very aggressive option and probably not the time to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. But right now, both team members are off the ledge. Hardy's trying to go in for this like falling dare, but we do see Walshy get knocked out of that final stock there by Luna and Pugsy. This is the make it or break it, and they go ahead and break it. Congratulations there to Luna and Pugsy. They go ahead and advance back into the grand finals to see if they can beat Boomy and Sandy. So congratulations there to them.
Because these Alex and KO Color are going to be going for some big commits. The Sig goes through. Oh! What the hell is... Look how far Mage flies from the end light with this team combo. Depending on how long he's able to go without drop. He knows that he needs to try to keep his friend alive so that they don't have to turn this into a...